Located in the Infant Sea, east of the Forsaken Isles, lies a small island known as Dinan. Before the defeat of winter and the formation of the Infant Sea, Dinan was a high mountainous area belonging to the lost kingdom of the Brotherhood. However, with the flooding of the surrounding land, many other races have intruded upon Dinan and have set up settlements of their own. This crowding threatens to strain the limited resources on the island and has led to increased tension between its inhabitants. Hello everyone, this is Matirum, and this video is a little bit different. Its purpose is to set up and introduce the various factions that will be participating in the narrative Kings of War campaign that my group is getting ready to undertake. So what you see here on the screen is the hex map minus the grid that we will be using. And each of the icons represents one of the forces that I will now give you an overview of. The tribe of the Winter's Bite, represented by the symbol of the barrel. The main camp of the ogres, known as the tribe of Winter's Bite, can be found in the northern steppes of Dinan, descendants of ogre mercenaries who fought for Winter during the last war. The tribe of Winter's Bite is led by their chieftain, Orog. The shaman of his tribe still retains their connections to the elements of the frozen north, and use their powers to reshape the northern reaches of Dinan to better match their ancestral homelands. Corgans Reckoning, the 8-pointed star. Corgans Reckoning is home of the Varangar, the fanatical followers of Corgan, their three-faced god. They are a vile, barbaric race who possess the blessings of their patron god and constantly fight border skirmishes with their neighbors. There seems to be no pattern for their attacks, just seemingly random against any who are outside of the clans. Kur Vaskar is one of the prime chieftains blessed by Corgan, and has recently struck an alliance with Garot, the Troll King, and his minions, adding to his already powerful forces. Followeth, the City of Pearls, represented by the seashell. Followeth is an undersea city loyal to the Trident realms. They control vast fields of oyster beds which provide the pearls that give the city its name and its main source of trade. Led by the Naiad Centurion Lord Aelin, the people of Followeth are currently being troubled by the actions of the land dwellers, causing undue stress upon the surrounding sea. Gill Charon, represented by the dwarf face. Gill Charon, the ancestral homeland of the Whitehammer clan, is an imperial loyalist outpost in the mountains of the northern stretch of the island. Long unconcerned with the doings of the other races on Dinan, the attention of the dwarves have been awakened by the beginnings of mining expeditions from the other races in the mountains. Their leader, Thane Bolgrim Whitehammer, is prepared to use whatever force is necessary to protect the mountains from the predations of outsiders. Everpeak Citadel, represented by the Anvil. Home to the Thunderhelm clan, who are defined by their mass production of black powder and iron. They have held a long tradition of avoiding conflict and instead focused entirely on open trade with all upon the island of Dinan. However, recent incursions and skirmishes have forced the Thunderhelm clan to deploy forces to safeguard their trade interests. Spring Hollow, represented by the bow. The ancient forests within the center of Dinan have long been the home of elves from the Sylvan kindred. Originally unorganized and residing in small families through the woods, the strain on the local wildlife and lumber sources have led the elves to begin joining together and reaching out for other allies to help protect what is theirs. While there is no official leader of these tribes, a great elven mage, Jahandra, is seen as an organizing influence and is respected by all. Port Vicor, represented by the jumping fish, held by Lord Thal Victus, a naval commander of the Elven kindreds, and his forces, who were known for their near godly reverence of Lord Victus. Lord Victus is seen to his own ambitions of gathering more land, and has arrived on Dinan to expand his empire. This has of course led to skirmishes with the other races of Dinan, save for the holdings under the Thunderhelm clan, who seem to be the only trade partner for Lord Victus and his elves. Rosario's Landing, represented by the ship. The mighty general Cesare Rosario of the Cesare Rosario of the League of Rhodia has recently landed his ships on the eastern edge of the island. The general's orders are to secure a base from which to plunder the island of valuable minerals and other supplies. He is unaware of, and frankly unconcerned with, the current conflicts between the civilizations of the island. His only concern is to complete his mission as soon as possible and return home. The Sulfur Swamps, represented by the Serpent. Formed by volcanic vents emptying into the Great Lake in the western reach of the islands, the Sulfur Swamps serve as a home to the local salamanders. Led by the mage priest Tachuri, the salamanders have shown significant concern with the border skirmishes between their neighbors, and are preparing for the day that full war explodes on the island. Port of the Faithful, represented by the Angel's Face. The Port of the Faithful is the Brotherhood's first major port on Dinan, and the location of the new Captain's Council for the region. Led by Sir Theodore Langston, the Brotherhood's forces are seeking to expand their reach into the area. Setting up farming, livestock, and fishing along the coastline has been their primary goal. Although a peaceful man, Sir Theodore is not afraid to use force when necessary to defend his people. The Wilding Plains, represented by the Goat's Head. The Wilding Plains are the last truly unsettled stretch of land on Dinan. Home to the mighty herd, led by the powerful shaman Kor Pastspeaker. The Wilding Plains are a dangerous and wild land. Through their shaman, the herd is able to speak to the spirits of the land and their ancestors, and the anger of these spirits at the damage done to the squabbles over the island threaten to cause the herd to explode from their lands in a march of retribution. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this starting look at where the campaign is going to be going. I do plan to record all of the battle reports for this campaign, each of which will continue the story of these groups that you have heard described herein. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this, and it's kind of whetting everyone's appetite for what is to come. I know we are certainly looking forward to a fairly in-depth and long continuing narrative campaign. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, we will see you on the first of these narrative battle reports. Thank you.